Hey, what's up? I just wanted to quickly, briefly, whatever, share some thoughts on my impressions of Soulframe so far. It's the same people that did Warframe, right? So this is a fantasy hack and slash game instead of Warframe. It's in Soulframe, right? I'm not even sure. I never even looked into it if it's like from the same universe as Warframe or whatever. But anyways, it's really cool. I'd played this when it first went into beta, when I first got an invite, because I was really excited for it. I'd seen the trailer and I was like, dude, this looks awesome. But I have been playing a lot of different games. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes I'll really get into a game, and then other times I'll be playing a lot of different stuff. I had a recent game that I played through was Dragon Age, the Veilguard. Played that a lot. Like, it's kind of the only game I played for like a week or two or whatever. But anyways, um, so I threw this on when I first got the invite, and what made me kind of stop right away was it was kind of too easy. Nothing wrong with that exactly. It reminds me of games like mobile games. As far as the gameplay, it reminds me of stuff like Wuthering Waves, very simplistic combat and stuff, right? Fun and cool, but not super challenging or anything, right? And it's just really easy. It actually reminds me of Warframe in that sense, because that was also a reason, one of a few different reasons that I didn't keep playing Warframe. Mainly, I stopped playing that damn game because I kept getting stuck on one quest that I could not beat. I had looked online, anyways. But they remind me of that too, because Warframe, I always thought it was weird how popular it was, because it's a cool game, right? But it's like super insanely easy. Like even Destiny isn't that easy, but it's similar, right? I kind of like Diablo or Destiny-ish, where like most of the regular enemies are very easy to get through, and just kind of farming, having some fun, enjoying the gameplay. And then in between, you have the champions and stuff like that, and the bosses. So this one so far, I had the same issue with Warframe. There wasn't a lot of balance between like difficulty variations in the mobs. Kind of everything is just mostly easy, right? But a reason I wanted to share this is because I do think it's worth checking out. It's worth giving a look, and it's even worth not waiting for Steam to get this. I have no idea when this is going to come to Steam. Right now, it's on its own launcher. But yeah, so when I first got the invite, I played it for about half an hour, and I was like, "This is cool. I definitely will be playing this. I'll check it out more when it comes to Steam." What happened was recently, about a week ago, um, I'm looking forward to Crimson Desert. I was like, man, and the more I kept watching, the second video is what sold me on it. The first, I've seen plenty of footage on that game already over the past year or so or whatever, right? But that second video was mostly just all gameplay for like an hour, I think. Well, no wait, I don't remember if that wasn't 1 hour long. Anyways, their second featured video was all gameplay, basically just a ton of combat. And I was like, dude, I already thought this game looked cool. Yeah, now I have to have this, like whatever. I thought it was funny because like a lot of new videos I've seen pop up after the third video with the world features or whatever. That's what sold them, and I was like, it's cool. Like I'm like, yeah, all those features are cool too. But I'm mainly focused on gameplay. Like how does it play? Like Alan Wake. Like I love the story. The story is amazing, but the gameplay is what I love the most about it. Like the story is a big part. It's huge. Like I love both kind of balanced, right? But if the gameplay wasn't so good, I wouldn't like it as much. Um, Anyways, yeah, I kind of didn't mean to ramble about all that, but just sharing some thoughts that are kind of related to that, right? Anyways, I only have a few different notes to share as far as what I've written down so far. I mostly just wanted to say, hey, you might want to go check this game out. It's actually really, really damn cool. But the main reason I went back to play more was because I was just in the mood for Crimson Desert after watching more gameplay for it, right? That second video. I was like, I need to play a game like that right now. That's what I'm in the mood for, and I don't want to wait for that to come out. And then I don't even remember how I remembered this game specifically, right? Now I'm trying to remember, like, what made me think of Soulframe? Probably just thinking about games with that kind of combat style and stuff or whatever. But this game just popped up in my head, and I was like, oh, I completely forget. You know what? I think I just saw it on my desktop because I've had the it's been installed for a little while since they first put first sent me the invite for the beta. I think I just noticed the icon on my desktop, and I was like, holy crap! I'm so dumb. How did I forget about that? But that's also how much I liked it when I first tried it for only half an hour. Oh wait, didn't I uninstall it? No, yeah, no, I did uninstall it. So I remember. Never mind. Yeah, I did reinstall it. So I don't know what the hell made me think of Soulframe. It might have just been a Steam update. Man, I'm really curious, like what made me think of that game. Anyways, sorry. It's cool though. It is cool. That what really stands out to me the most is a couple things, and it's related to the world itself. You know, it's very magical, it's fantasy and stuff, which is cool. I prefer Hogwarts Legacy as far as the magical elements. It feels a lot more magical to me in Hogwarts Legacy specifically. Um, but you know, love the magical vibes, the fantasy vibe. The visuals are freaking gorgeous. That's the one step up in this game compared to I forgot that screenshot was there. I didn't go through and like manage my screenshots. This is just every screenshot I've taken so far, so it's not my favorites or the best ones I've taken. I didn't go and delete the ones and whatever. So that's why some of those screenshots are like, huh? Um, but yeah, so it's just the world is so good, man. Yeah, so everything's new. Like that was what really stood out to me was like nothing gameplay wise, it's all familiar, you know, like side quests. And but the thing about you can track quests, right? And you can also bring up the guide that's taking you to your main story quest, but you can explore and find crazy stuff that is just like, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing, but this is cool. Did a couple freaking puzzles. Like I said, I had no quest tracking at all. I wasn't tracking a quest. I just came across these random things in the world, and I just started doing them. And that was really cool. I unlocked a freaking gameplay feature on accident. Like I had no idea. I just came across like a puzzle style thing in the open world. I decided to do it. Um, and ended up unlocking like an actual like thing in my base, in the base that you go back to. But yeah, so the style and everything, like the treasure chests, puzzles, yeah, just gameplay wise, it's all very familiar, but it all looks like something I've never seen before. That's the main thing I love about it. Like it's special in that sense, right? Because like I can easily play it, no problem. Like I recognize all the things I'm doing, but like the world itself and the visuals are so different that it's nice. It's a new world. Like it's something new to actually go and explore. So yeah, the one downside is just how simplistic the combat is, which isn't exactly a major problem, especially for like a younger audience that's just getting into games and whatever, right? Like they'll love it a lot more than I would, just because I do prefer a little more advancement or advanced combat and stuff, you know, not looking for like overly challenging like a Souls like or whatever, but like a little bit more than just spamming attacks kind of, right? But I do enjoy those games as well. It's why I recommended Wuthering Waves so much, because like, you know, this might be a simple game and stuff, but it's really damn impressive for a mobile game, you know. There's a music mini game. I come across multiple mini games while playing. One thing that so far, and this is in the beta, and it might change, it might not. Some games are just this way, but most of the NPCs that in the open world are enemies, no matter what. So no matter who I came across, and there were little towns and spots with, you know, like regular people, but most of it was if I came across any kind of human being type creature, human walking around, it was an enemy every time. So that's, you know, that just makes the world feel less alive and more like you just have to kill everything kind of a thing, right? But also I you know played a couple, well, 3 or 4 hours maybe, around there, possibly 5. But yeah, so that was noticeable. But there were little camps in there, and you do get quests, and I've done a few dungeons. Although I did notice that the dungeon seemed a little too much alike. So we'll see if anything about that changes. I wouldn't expect it to. If, you know, I did like 3 different dungeons, but they're all kind of almost the same. Reminded me a little bit of the copy paste in Diablo, and I was like, oh man, I hope this changes, right? You know. But it was still cool though. Like it was still a fun experience. You can save critters from cages. Like you'll come across like just cages and like enemy camps, and inside those cages are animals, bunnies and other creatures I'm not familiar with. And you set them free, and then they're a little like cautious, but then they'll let you pet them or whatever, and then they take off, right? And like that was neat, and they give you like there's like a reputation type of system for that. Like saving wildlife system, like you level up your ranks as you save these creatures. You actually rank up like a creature saving rank or something, you know. But it was pretty neat. That's cool. So anyways, just impressed by it so far. Wanted to share and be like, I do like I do think it's worth checking out and not waiting for a Steam version. I have no idea how long it's going to be. I've played plenty of games on their own platforms for many years, but it has been a while. Like I know normally now I just wait for something to come to Steam, but because of Crimson Desert, I wanted to play something similar, and I really wish I remember exactly how this game popped up into my head again, because like I wouldn't normally think of it. Like I would have to be reminded, right? You know. But anyways, it's worth taking a look at. You can see too, it's beautiful, man. It's freaking beautiful. Like so, the world that, like I said, everything that kept me playing was kind of like Dragon Age of Veilguard. Like the combat I didn't feel was like super amazing or anything. It was good enough, like it was cool. But what kept me playing was the story. You know, it was a beautiful game too, environment wise and visually and whatever. It was kind of the same here. Like the world, how like only for as far as what I had played so far, I pretty much only had one quest track, and I avoided it, not on purpose. I was just kind of, as I was going to my main quest, I kept being distracted visually by everything going on in the world, and I was like, what's that over there? What's that over there? What's that over there? What's that over there? Like, I'm gonna go check this out. I called it a world of wonder in my notes, because it's beautiful. You know, like I said, it's unfamiliar visuals and aesthetics and stuff like that, familiar gameplay and easily recognizable, like what to do kind of ish, right? You know, but new stuff, pretty neat, pretty freaking cool. I felt like even with the simple combat, like the first boss, more challenging than the regular enemies, which is cool, but still pretty basic, you know, for me anyways. But it was cool though. It was a special fight. The story involved with it was this is why I'm recommending it. I'm like, look, go sign up for this game, check it out, have a look. Especially if you have nothing to play or you're looking for something different, you don't know what to play, you're kind of like, you know, whatever. Sign up for this. And I don't because of the way this beta is, it's on its own launcher, its own platform and stuff. They do betas differently. They don't. Often in things like this, they don't just send you an instant invite. Like Steam has been doing that a lot for the past few years. Like not for every one of them, but a lot of playtests on Steam. If there's a playtest, very often, I would say 8 out of 10 of them will give you instant access if you request a playtest. But games like this usually don't do that. They usually have like waves that they send out, right? But I haven't been really following the news and stuff like that for this game specifically. I had signed up before it ever went into beta, because I saw it and I was like, I'm signing up, I gotta play that. Yeah, so it's cool. So I was glad. I just forgot about it, dude. And then I was, because like I said, I was like, all right, I like it, I'm gonna wait for it to come out like officially or whatever. But then Crimson Desert really put me in the mood for something like it. And I could go play other games. I could go back and play Wuthering Waves, but I'm like, I don't want to play Wuthering Waves, you know, like stuff like that. But I'm also right now currently in the mood of like just playing different things. And I did start up God of War Ragnarok for the first time today. And I have like a few other games that I've been enjoying lately too. And I still want to check out Where Winds Meet. Like I had played the beta of that. And that it came out, you know, and I still have not played it since it came out like officially. And I'm like, I forgot about that. I need to play that too, damn it, you know. I've got the Blades of Fire demo installed, and it looks really cool. I was well, not following, but I had it wishlisted on Epic Games when it was only on Epic Games. Recently picked up an indie game called Chrysal Theater of Idols, however that's pronounced, Chrysal or Crystal. Because I'd played the demo and I liked it. But anyway, my point is I am playing different things. But when I was super in the mood for like Crimson Desert, when I was watching those videos, I was like, man, I don't want to wait. And then I threw this game on and I was like, this is badass. I rambled on too much, repeated myself too much, so I'm going to go now. But check the game out. I'll put a link up to it in the description. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.